Alright, so let's start this truck. Let's listen to the sound of silence. There. Leak there. The leak. That's where the noise comes from. Take a look how bad the manifolds are. Really, really steep. So much rust. Right, so we have to remove the tires. We have to remove this fender liner here. Well, there is some kind of fittings here, or not fittings, but the holder. We have to retract this, push it back, and take all the clips. And, so we're gonna get the extractor for the extractor tool for the. So where's our extractor? So we're just gonna remove this here, like so. So on the top here. Alright, so now fender liner is gone. Now we can see a little bit. So see how bad the manifold are. Look at that. It's just disintegrate. Oh. So right now we're gonna have to remove some pieces here, like you got screws there. There's a screw there that we can remove. This I believe it's a shield or something. Gotta remove that. Gotta remove some wire here on the way so that we can have a better clear view. And while we're at it, we're gonna have to spray a lot of penetrating oil, I guess, because as you can see, this nut is gone. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So after you remove the bolt here, 10 millimeter, just grab this out, and now you can see the more bolts once you remove this plate here. Then we're gonna remove this wire here. So I kind of removed the wire. I unplugged one of the wire here. Well, this is ABS sensor. So I unplugged it. So leave it there, and the other wire with, I think it come with the vacuum or the all-wheel drive, I believe. So I just zip tie here for now. So it's just out of the way. So now we have, oh, look at that. The actually nut is out. It's already gone on the port, on the exhaust. So as you can see, the nut there, it's already gone. So that's why also it's leaking. So all right, so that's where we are right now, and we're gonna go down and start spraying more penetrating oil there. Okay, so I soak pretty much all the bolt there with the penetrating oil, and so now I decide to do next is remove the catalytic converter, both of them. We have to remove the catalytic converter, both of them, and that's the next move. So you got two bolts there, two bolts on the top and on each side. So I'm gonna remove that, bring the catalytic converter, remove the injector, the oxygen sensor also, so that we can get rid of this catalytic converter, and it will give us more space because it's really tight down there. Alright, so now we have to remove the starter first, because I decided not to remove that. So I don't want to remove the catalytic converter. It's a lot of work. Maybe I can remove the starter so that I have a way, but the other bolt is on the top. It's really hard to get to. It's really down there. Not even sure if I can show you because it's really tight down there. It's just behind this manifold. That's where the bolt sits. So very, very tight. All right, so I decided to first, I'm gonna have to remove the catalytic converter before I can remove the starter. So here's the catalytic converter. As you can see, the starter is on the way, and also the catalytic converter. Maybe you don't have to, but in my case, I just want to get rid of it so that I have more space. So it's from here, go across to the other side, so it needs to be removed because it's one piece. And obviously, to remove the catalytic converter, you're gonna have to unplug all the socket for oxygen sensor. So you got 4 oxygen sensor that have to be unplugged, which is, as you can see here, they are all unplugged, right? And so on the other side. And if you're wondering how I unplug it, because it's very tight there, I'm using this is all the tools I used. Just pick it in there nicely and smoothly, and take my time. Don't rush or anything like that, because you don't want to break the wires. And also the socket, I actually damaged the sockets, but it's not the end of the deal. They're in the world. But yeah, so just take your time. It's not easy, but it's doable. And after that, I'm gonna have to remove the flange here, and then I'm gonna remove the flange on the manifold side. So right, so socket you need is 13mm there. All right, so it came out without an incident. A little bit hard though. As you can see, it's still smoking. And you can see the smoke, but it's smoking. So yeah, I remove all the bolts. no problem. Right, so now we're gonna remove the bolt to the headers. Alright, so I managed to remove the bottom nut, as you can see how bad it is, by using an 11mm socket. So this is the bottom, but the top one I couldn't get it out, so I just cut it. So as you can see here, so we just cut the top, right? Got it with that cut-off wheel here, my air cut-off wheel. Maybe you can get a electric one, but yeah, so I use my air cut-off wheel and just cut right up there. So now that's released. Now we're gonna do the other side. Hopefully the other side don't have to cut. I have to, that's not really matter anymore, but I'm gonna try to cut the other side up, sorry, remove the other side. But I did use for the bottom, I did use the induction heater. You get, this is really useful when it comes to exhaust job because of the rust. So if you have this one, it would be nice, but if you don't, then just use a lot of penetrating oil and do your patience, just be patient. So all right, so managed to get the bolt out, or the nut out. As you can see here, see the difference. The only thing is possible is because of induction heat. It really helps a lot. So now all the nut is removed, so we should be able to bring this catalytic down. It's loose now, so we'll see. Alright, so I end up cutting the hanger here. So these two hangers, I end up cutting them. I don't really want to remove the bolt because it's rusted. It's better to cut this and just re-weld it later. So that's that. As you can see now, this thing comes down already. So now we're gonna have to slowly remove this. This side here is drive shaft area. The pillar is holding the other exhaust, so I gotta have no choice but to cut this. It's the only way. Just re-weld it later. There you go. Catalytic converter is out. Hallelujah. Damn. That's something, eh? Okay. There's the color converter. So now here we are. Okay, I can see a lot of space now here. Okay. I still have to remove the starter so that I got more space on the other side. Here's what it looked like. Let's see if I can remove this shield here. Nah, do it there. But yeah, that's for that. Just gonna call it for a day today. See you later. Alright, so we're going to remove the starter. First, I'm gonna start with the back wire here for 13mm with this wrench here. It's a little bit tricky, but yeah, so you're gonna need 13mm for both nut, I believe. So I got this small wrench here, 13mm socket. Oh, make sure you remove the negative battery or the battery for the vehicle before you do this, because man, you don't want to short circuit. Okay, so that wire is gone. So now there's a little bit wire here, probably 10mm. Okay, so the second wire, the small wire here, actually 11, not 10. Or is it? So this small wire is 10mm. It's just rusty, so it won't come out for the first time. Alright, that one come out. Let's remove the wire. There you go. So now that wire will remove. Now we're gonna remove the ground over here. Next, I believe this is what, probably the same. That's probably 13. I actually have to hammer the socket there so it will fit, because it was so tight. Now I'm gonna see if I can put a wrench there. Maybe I'll put an extension too. So yeah, it worked. Put an extension there. So now it's losing. Think I'm out. The whole thing came out actually. Still have to move this apart, but right now we're gonna deal with that later. So for the nut on the top of the starter, which is here, it's right there. There's a nut here. There's one more here, but I will do that later. I'd rather get the nut from the top here, this one. So I went extension across to the manifold, as you can see here, across in the front of the engine here. See right there? And then I'll just try to guide it. I do have a swivel socket extension there. Okay, so I'll get back to you later there. Right, so I managed to remove the bulb from the top without damaging the exhaust. As you can see there, and extension. So as you can see the wrench here, so we're gonna go to the front while we spin. Just gonna give you a better view here. So as you can see now, the bolt is coming out. So that's how I do it. Right, so same way on the bottom, somewhere in the middle bolt here. So this is the last bolt actually. So I'm using the same tool, right? I believe this is the last bolt, as you can see here now in the middle. So let's remove this. So you can remove the starter. Ah man. Oh, there is one more bolt. Alright, so a little bit of perspiration there. Eventually the starter came out. There you go. So that came out, starter. So now we have so much space, not so much, but enough, I believe, for us to do this job. Remove the rest of this manifold. I'm gonna go and see what's on the other side here. That's the starter. Okay. So here's what it looks like from the top. So you got 3 bolts there all together for the starter. So yeah. Alright, so my first nut I remove. This seems like a success. See if I can focus it properly. Alright, so we got one success not removed, because the first one over there is already gone. That's why it's making a noise. So this is the second nut or stud. As you can see, I'm using this bolt extractor, but I did use a induction heater before I extract it with this thing. But yeah, so at least it didn't snap on me, so that's a good thing. So now I'm gonna do the other side, the next one. Okay, the second bolt out, as you can see there. So now we gotta go for the third one. It's right there. Well, the bottom end nut, it just broke off. So it's too bad. right there. Oh well. There it is. The son of a gun. It's been leaking here all along. See the rust build up here. And here's our alright, so we got both the snap there. This one's still there. Oh man, we got snap one vertically already. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bolt that snap. That needs to be come out. Oh Jesus. That's what it look like. Alright, so we are now trying to remove this broken stud right there. So first we're gonna do just spray it with penetrating oil there. Let it sit for a little bit, and then now we're gonna clean it with airbrush wire here, and we'll see. So after cleaning it with a brush, so this is what it looked like. So what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna weld it, and until we can make a little bit of material out. We're gonna build the material out there, and then after that we're gonna put a washer and weld it together, and then put that in that. So we'll see. All right, so I weld the washers are really good. It's not pretty well because it's really have a very tight room there for the welding to get in, but I think that should be strong enough. So I'm gonna weld now a nut on top of that. So we'll see. Okay, so here's my wrench, and I'm gonna try to move this a little bit. Come on, baby. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. So I'm wiggling this way so that I will knock off all the debris, spot weld, all the dirt there, and rust, corrosion. So I'm doing this way, bit by bit, one turn at a time. Okay, one turn at a time. Don't force it. Just It's not actually attached to anything. Well, I mean, it's attached to the side, but not that hard. So, oh, come on, man. Slowly, slowly. I guess it's coming out now. If it starts to tighten, just go back and kind of wiggle it again. Because again, you don't want to force this. If you do, it will break. Oh man, that will break on you. That's you're blocking square one, but at least this one is already somehow come out a little bit. So now it's getting more easier to turn. Alright, so I try to weld this stud here, this stud. So you can see I tried to weld it with the bolt and stuff. It didn't really work that well. I tried it once, twice. So I still have, because I still have meat left there, so maybe I could try it, maybe I could get away with this tool that I got online. So I have this tool here. Just want to try this stud remover, or it looks like a it looks like a drill head. So, but the end is a little bit different. It's more like a star there. So I guess you have to kind of push this thing there and tight it so enough to remove the stud. So that's what we're gonna do. Let's spray this again. Guess you're gonna have to go this way. Oh, actually going. Looks like this is a reverse thread. Alright, I got my pipe wrench there really good, so we can tighten this thing up. Okay, so I guess the more you turn this, the more you will grab to the stud and loose. Okay. if it's moving or turning or anything like that. Guess I have to turn this big thing first. It's getting tight, but I don't know if I'm going anywhere. I just keep trying. Oh my goodness. Okay, seems to be working. This. All right. That side was really well into there. That's why it's really hard to take out. There you go. Sana mo gan. Finally came out. Yep. Really corroded in there and then just stick there. Don't want to come out. Good thing is that this still works, I guess. So now we'll see if we can remove this. Okay, that works. There you go. Yeah, this thing actually clamped in there. Really clamped into the stud there, which is good. So if you have any bolt, the round bolt nut, as long as it's the same size as this, you should be able to remove it. Yeah, it all works. All right. So I already cleaned this stud here, this one here, and the bottom. The whole snap part, so there's a little bit left on there for the stud. But I want to weld it. So how are we going to weld like this? Right? There's no way I can weld on underneath there inside. So I'm going to need a welder. The tip that's going to be an angle for at least 45 degree or even 90 degree, but 45 would probably okay. So I'm going to probably bend the tip of this 45 degree. So we'll see. Okay, so as you can see how tight this part here. This is a 4150 2012. It's very tight space. See how tight this place, this part of the exhaust here, because you have this shocks mount. You don't really have enough space for your welding to go there. When you have, but yet you cannot really direct it into the hole because of the angle of the welding. So what I did is I bend the tip of the welding. So as you can see here, I could weld it now straight to the hole, to the stud, because I bent the tip. Right? If this is straight, it's really hard to point into the stud. So I bend it a little bit here. I'm not sure the degree, but Yeah, and also the bottom here. So we'll see. Right. So I welded in a material there, and I'm gonna put a washer and weld it. All right. So that's what it looked like with the washer. So now we're gonna weld the bolt for the nut. So here's the nut that we're going to weld. Okay. So we're gonna have to jerk this up slowly, like so, to break up the dirt and all that spot weld. It's gonna take time though. Just be patient with this. Because you don't want to break this. You don't want to put too much force. You can see it's dropping. Some material there is dropping. Yeah, you gotta take a rest sometime. So now we're moving into this ratchet wrench. When it's really, really tight, don't go back up. Don't force it. It's coming out, baby. Oh. Okay. Should be Voila. Oh my goodness. Finally come out. So one more to go. All right, so this is the last one. Hopefully this will cooperate. Oh, it didn't work this time. All right, second try. Second try. Yeah, this looks good. Come on, baby. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. Okay. Camera's moving. Oh, this is freaking. Okay. Gotta be patient with this one.
Come on, baby. Let's do that twist. Come on, baby. Let's do that twist. Coming out. You're the last one. Ooh, yeah. Oh man, what a relief. What a relief. Oh yeah. Sweet Jesus. Oh man. Check this out. Woo. Oh, there's three bugger here. Look at this tree star that giving me a hard time. Finally get it up. Oh yeah, finally done. As you can see, we have now brand new manifold there installed. Brand new stud, nuts. But this is not an easy job, man. This job is not a joke. Look at that. As you can see here. Old new bolts, new washers. No washer, but gaskets. And also, make sure you don't use a metal gasket, because it will not gonna seal right, the metal gasket, because of the head is already corroded, so the surface of the head is no longer flat unless you machine it. So I would recommend using the metal gasket. So as you can see, I use a thicker gasket here. It's so this is the kind of gasket I use. I'm not sure if they're 100%, but they're soft. They're not the one that, like this one here, compared to this one. This is a solid stainless steel. Don't use this. So just use this kind of gasket. Here's the part number if you need it. So okay, now the starter is installed. Now it's right here. So just make sure you clean the terminal, all that, because it's corroded. Clean all the nuts and bolts also. That way you don't have any connection problem. I'm gonna hammer all these plastic clips here. Okay, this is what we have. So fender liner is done. You have these all wires here, but it's quite a little bit roomy. But like I said, let's just hope that nothing will break on one of these studs, because if they do break, again, it's a lot of work. So I'm just gonna do the best I can not to break them. So let's put these away. Let's move away these wires here. I don't think I have to unplug them. Just let's remove this clip here. Again. So should give you a little bit of space. Now this is a brake line or a fluid fuel line. Yeah, actually this is a brake line. So I can't really touch that. With the shield. There's our exhaust. You can see how bad that is. Look at that. Very brittle. Should be a crack there somewhere. So now, the plan is that I'm gonna remove the hardest stud location first. That way, we don't have to struggle that much if we do the hard one first, because the easy one is already easy. So I'm gonna do the number one there, cylinder first. Okay, so as you can see here, so to the bottom, front and top now is removed. So now we're gonna do to the next cylinder. All right, so we are now at one bolt left. As you can see, I have one broken one on the bottom here, only one though, but it's way better than the other side. The other side I have 3 broken bolts or stud. There it is. Alright. This is right there. Broken stud there. Yeah. Alright. There it is. That's what it look like. But this bolt here, this side here, the bottom, it's already broken off. Just a matter of time. This is the right side, the engine, passenger side, driver side. So we remove this gasket here. Yeah. Yeah, from the bottom view is right here. Alright, so now we're gonna clean up the store place before we can start installing the new one back. Alright, so we are ready to weld the bottom stud over here. So we're gonna build up a material there a little bit so that it will come out. Once it come out, we're gonna put a washer, weld it in it, and then after that we're gonna weld the nut, and hopefully it will work.
So right there we weld a little bit there. So now we're gonna weld the washer on top of that. Alright, so that's the washer. And now we're gonna weld the nut. Alright, so here's the nut welded. So now we're gonna have to start releasing or turning this nut. So we're just gonna have to wiggle it from the beginning, back and forth. Don't rush it. so you don't want to break it. So, there you go. See? Or they will break. So I actually did this couple times. It didn't work on the first time, so you might think why the bolt is different, because it's been so many times I didn't keep a lot of try until now finally he gave out. Oh man, finally came out. There you go. That's actually quite straight. But yeah, so it's always a good idea to tap this bolt, the thread, because this way will give you more better thread surface. Yeah, because see, it's really dirty. You might wondering the top size. It's a M8 by 125 mm. And also be careful with the top. You don't want to force this, because you don't want to break the top there. That's now you have even more problem, because you can't weld the top. should be it. So do some cleaning. That's what it looks like. So now ready to put the stud. Alright, always compare your parts. So as you can see, this is the new one, this is our old one. That was the right side, that was the passenger side, driver side, and this is the new one for the driver side. And also don't forget to remove the shield. This way you have a lot of space when you're installing this. Without removing this, it's really hard to put the stud in, and not because of this freaking thing here. But that was just me. I would prepare remove this. They're not gonna last anyway. One way or the other, they're gonna rust out and it's gonna make a noise. So might as well do it now. There you go. So now this thing is ready to install. So I just put 2 studs at the front for now. So now I'm gonna put one here. Oh, don't forget to put the gasket. There you go. And don't tight them yet. That should be good. Should be good. So don't forget the gasket.
more. So this is not, these gaskets only go one way, so the flat surface is gotta be on the bottom. Come on, man. Okay. Alright, so we are now at the bottom. We're gonna putting the stud. Alright. It's all done. Not an easy job, but doable. The bottom. This very first to the bottom here is really hard to get to, but just be patient. And yeah, so now we're gonna have to put the exhaust back. All right, so our exhaust manifold replacement is done.
All the exhaust now is back. Carel converter is back. Here's what it looks like on the bottom. Sensor is back. Here's on the right side, passenger side. Starter is there now.
And we're looking good. So now we're gonna start the vehicle and see what's happened. Right, the moment of truth. We're going to start the vehicle. We'll see if we still have that noise. So we're gonna start it. Okay. Yep. Really quiet now. Sounds like brand new. Alright, done deal. This job is finished. If this video helped, please consider to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff so we can grow this channel and hopefully we can help more people. Thank you.